Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video. I do hope you're enjoying your day today. So today I want to talk SDCC 2026 Funko Pop news. As you may or may not know, we already do have 6 reveals. However, we also have some more information about the con, how many pops are expected, some limited edition stuff. Now, before we go and get started, I do want to ask the question of the day, which is, what are you expecting for SDCC, or what do you hope for this year? Is there a particular character you're looking for? Do you want a specific moment, pop ride, 2-pack? Let me know. All right, so a quick recap, just in case you don't know, as to which 6 pops were actually revealed so far and leaked out. For One Piece, we actually had Chopper and a pop ride here. So we have Chopper in the tank here, which is a pretty cool choice, to be honest. I think that's really nice. One of the last pop rides was Frankie riding his motorcycle. We also had Nico Robin on the Mini Mary, as well as Nami on the hobby horse. So they were doing all the different little rides. Oh, and Brooke with the shark submerged. So it's a really cool little set that you can put them all together. Now, I won't lie, guys. I actually had to start just being choosy with the ones that I actually wanted from the pop ride set, just because at one point I was like, yeah, I want to collect them all, and then I realized how much space that actually takes up just with having the 4 ships, and I was like, never mind, I'm going to be a little more choosy. So I didn't buy the Nami one, I didn't buy Frankie, I didn't buy Brooke, even though Brooke's really cool, but I did pick up Robin with the Mini Mary. Anyways, moving on. We're also expected to get a Doflamingo exclusive here, which is Flocked. It features a younger Doflamingo. I think he looks really cool. I'm actually excited to see this one out of box, see the Flocked detail. I don't know if we needed another Doflamingo though. I said this before. We just got a really great common recently using his Devil Fruit, so I was surprised that we got another one so soon. Not that Doflamingo's a bad character. I really do like his villain art. However, I feel like he took up a slot for a different character that we could have gotten. Next up, it looks like Persona is making a huge comeback this year. We did have a new Funko Pop set not too long ago, and then now we have 2 Persona 5 Royal exclusives, including Joker here, which a lot of people actually wanted the mask detail to glow in the dark. I think that would have been cool. And then we also have Loki here. So I think these are 2 great exclusives. Seems like a lot of people are really excited for them. I think it's perfect. They announced a ton of things for Persona this year. Obviously, new Funko Pop wave. We had the Persona 4 Revival, game, as well as Persona 6 was officially announced too. A lot of people are excited for, looking out for that in 2027. And if you don't know, we're also expected to see a Persona 4 Revival wave, which this is what that looks like, expected around the game's release over in the first few months of 2027. Okay, moving on for Motu fans, we did get Orko here. So I don't really know too much about this character. I think it's from the live action movie recently. I don't think the movie was too successful, unfortunately. I don't think it's going to be. However, a lot of people seem to be excited about the pop lines. And I think it's good to make this a Comic-Con exclusive rather than a regular exclusive, because it might not just be a huge seller. So Comic-Con is perfect. Now, finally, we had Pochita here. So Pochita was actually a pretty interesting one. Not something that actually happened in the movie, if I'm not mistaken, but as somebody made a comment, which was a really good point for that person if they're watching, it basically alludes to the pool scene, if I'm not mistaken, in the movie, where it's something they just kind of made up, I guess. Like a Funko original design here, or maybe it's based off a different figure, I'm not remembering. However, it's Pochita kind of in the summertime in a floaty. You know, it's a pretty cute pop, so I think people are going to enjoy this one. And it's perfect for San Diego Comic-Con being in the summer, so that makes a lot of sense. I mean, I think people would have maybe preferred a different character from Reze, you know, like Beam or, something else really cool. But we're also expected to get a Reze exclusive here pretty soon. So, that might make up for it if people are disappointed about this one. But I don't think there's too much to fuss over this Pochita one. I think it's a fun exclusive for summer. Now, guys, those are just 6 of the expected exclusives. Now, moving on to the other news that we do actually have, there are about 40 expected pops, which is pretty crazy, but it's also pretty standard for SDCC. But why it's crazy is this part. And it seems like we're going to have a very high volume of LE releases, meaning limited edition pieces, low piece counts, maybe higher ones. Good mix of maybe 9,500 piece, maybe 1,200 piece ones. It would be crazy if they threw a 750 piece one in there. We're probably gonna have some 5,000 piece ones. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna be almost half and half. Like we're gonna get 20 regular exclusives with the regular stickers, as you're seeing with the pops I just showed you. And then maybe around 15 and 20 are expected to have lower piece counts on them. And that's that's nuts. But I think it makes sense. Like, it's Comic-Con, they're supposed to be limited, it's supposed to be exclusive specifically to the con, you can't find them anywhere else, well, outside of Funko sharing it to like stores and all that. More so, it's exclusive to the theme of the event. So in my opinion, bringing more exclusivity to San Diego Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con, Emerald City Comic-Con, all of these cons is really smart, because if you really look at the previous years, things just have not been selling out. Even if it's a popular character sometimes, not selling out. And that could be due to fatigue in that line, or they made too much of that character and, you know, people just don't want to buy the same character over and over and over again. But yeah, in general, even with smaller characters that, you know, normally wouldn't sell as well, but usually they sell better when they're Comic-Con exclusives because it's less stock. Nothing's really selling out as much as it used to, and Funko's just getting stuck with the stock and having to discount it later or pay to store it. So it makes sense to make things more limited so they can ensure that they do actually sell out. In my opinion, anyways. I know a lot of people are probably going to be upset at some of the announcements, especially if they have 2, 3, or 5,000 piece counts, for example. They're going to be a little harder to get, but at the same time, I think this is a healthy path that Funko's trying to take here. Now, though, if they release a Code Geass Lelouch of like 1,200 pieces, I'm gonna have a talk with the CEO, just saying. Now, sharing this next bit of news from Disc Trackers, it does actually look like there will be a bundle that will cost you around $449, so rounding up $450 basically. So getting a majority of the pops from the con for $450. I've never really understood these bundles only because, like, not everybody collects something in that bundle unless you're looking for a specific piece and you're willing to, you know, spend that money if it's like a really hot piece. Because I mean, imagine like Itachi Susanoo was in that and now he's like a $400 or $500 pop. So obviously it would be worth it in that regard. You can sell the rest and make most of your money back. But what's most likely going to happen with this is I'm assuming this is not going to include a lot of the LE releases. Some are probably going to be shared to the Funko shop if I had to guess, and a majority might be con only. We will know soon enough though, guys. I'm going to do a full video kind of giving you a guide of, you know, everything you need to know about SDCC as I do every year, but I'm very curious to see how this bundle is structured though, especially at the $450 price tag and what it's going to include. Now guys, as far as when Funko is going to start official announcements as to what we're going to see at this event, I'm assuming it's going to happen within the next few weeks because SDCC is taking place July 23rd through July 26th and it's already June 12th, for example. So that's what, a month and 10 days, roughly 40 days we're away from one of their biggest drops of the year. They definitely got to start announcing things soon so people can make plans, decide if they want to go up there, decide if they want to go to the Funko booth. If I had to guess based off of recent years, I'm assuming it's going to be close to the end of June or maybe the first week of July when they start announcing things. Of course, we're going to get a random announcement on Twitter and be like, hey, SDCC reveals start today, and then we're going to have 40 posts on our hands. So I'll keep you guys posted on that, of course. But for now, let me know what you guys think about SDCC so far with all the news that we know. I would say out of all of these reveals, the 6 that we have, not really seeing anything I need. Like, the Chopper one is cool to me. I like Dofi, but I plan to pick up the Doflamingo we just got. I think I like that one a little bit better. And I don't collect Persona, don't collect Masters, and like Pochita's okay, but it's not something I need personally. I'm gonna go kind of small on the Chainsaw Man set, but I think it's a good set of reveals so far. Just nothing I need, but let me know how you feel. Anyways, though, that covers everything we have on San Diego Comic-Con 2026 so far. I'll keep you guys posted in the future when we get more updates, but for now, if you did enjoy, hit the like button down below and subscribe and click that notification bell to stay up to date. I do want to go to end off the video by saying a big shout out to all the awesome Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys are amazing for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys are interested and want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon link Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. And finally, make sure to follow me on all my social medias at Skittlerampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page. So you can stay up to date. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.